Tick, 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 talik. There's a song on YouTube and it goes like that. It's about the damn fish that like crawled out of the sea. And so now we exist. So, a lot of members of Gen Z have had or currently have a school-owned Google account, right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? I'm not the only one. Well, I've had mine for the past 11-ish years, and unfortunately, now that I've graduated, she's about to be deleted. This is particularly devastating to me because I have about 80 gigabytes of files on that account. But let's start with our slideshow presentations, because those are the earliest relics that I have of myself. So let's take a little stroll down memory lane. We have this, Brave and Bold, about the author of A Midget's Diary. Okay, so I think that's a slur, first of all, so, sorry. I'm 4'11", so I might have the pass. I was famously pretty short in, actually my whole life, but during late elementary school, I wanted to really embrace that, so I made it my whole personality. I wish I still liked myself that much. But anyways, this is a slideshow with like 2 slides, so let's read this, I guess. About a midget's diary. I don't feel good saying that word. This is the diary of Abigail. Oh, that's my name. She writes in this diary because she lives in her own little world. You know, I kind of exhibit a lot of symptoms of autism. She has too many annoyances in life to keep them inside her head like she's been doing her whole life. She is small, but she knows that the world was not made for her. She looks completely normal, childish even. No one knows her, no one wants to know. So she writes as if someone would read and see. Okay, I'm referring to my actual diary that I have. By the way. I feel like I don't know anyone who had a diary. Besides like Anne Frank and like the wimpy kid motherfucker. Which like one of those people are fictional, so there's that. Like I feel like my generation did not care for that shit. And that's weird because we had a lot of like diary media. Like, you know, as I said, Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Dork Diaries. So I don't really know why I didn't know anyone else who had a diary. I didn't even read either of those things, by the way, which is kind of weird that I haven't. So yeah, anyways, next one. We're closing out of this immediately, actually. I don't think we're going in order at all. This was like my first slideshow ever, maybe? Don't quote me on that. You don't have proof that it wasn't, though. This one's called Skunks, because I really liked skunks as a kid. Misunderstood skunks. This one, okay, when was this? 2016. That was a long time ago. I was in 3rd grade. Misunderstood skunks. Skunks are one of the misunderstood animals on the planet. But they don't make stuff stink. I think they famously do. For some reason, people dislike skunks because of their smell. For some reason. And then she says the reason. I like how I'm making fun of a 3rd grader, but that's really just the tip of the iceberg. And that's as far as I went on that iceberg, apparently, because there's only that slide on here. How intriguing. Anyways, foxes. I'll do this one. By Abigail, Fox Lover. Yeah, so I just literally have a slideshow about foxes that I, like, looked up shit about. I have a feeling this is, like, 4th grade. Yep, it is 4th grade. What is the majestic woodland creature I'm talking about? A fox. What is a fox? I don't know, man. What is a fox? And what does it say? What does the fox say? A fox is an animal that comes in lots of different shapes and sizes. I will name a few. Common species. Red fox, Arctic fox, fennec fox, swift fox, and gray fox. And many more. Fox basics. Foxes come in all different shapes and sizes. Like I said. Oh, okay. I was gonna clown on you for like saying it again, but like you know, you're acknowledging that you already said it, so, you know, this gets a pass. But they, like all species do, so maybe get some commas in here. Like all species do, they have some things in common. That should be separate. I don't know why I'm correcting a 4th grader's grammar. Male foxes are called dog foxes or tods. Females are called vixens, and babies are called pups or kits. All foxes are omnivores, meaning that they eat meat, plants, and or bugs. They eat bugs? Fun fact, the Latin word for fox is vulpes. That's why the 12 species of true foxes have vulpes in their scientific name. Guys, you learn something new every day. Call me Chris Pratt. Alright, red foxes. Red foxes are very commonly known foxes and can be seen in North America and live in habitats like grasslands, forests, mountains, or even in the desert. Oh, also, this seems like I was doing this for like a school project or something. No, I actually just did this for fun. I don't think I'm beating the autism allegations. Red foxes eat things like rodents, small birds, eggs, and more. The fox's fur can come in red, orange, or dark yellow. The scientific name for a red fox is Vulpes vulpes. Fun fact, the largest species of fox is the red fox. Males weighing about 14 pounds and females 12 pounds. Males have a height of 3 feet and females 2 feet. Those sentences could have used some commas, but you know what? Cool. Love that. Arctic foxes. Arctic foxes are beautiful foxes because of their iconic white fur, but in the summer, their fur changes to brown. An Arctic fox's diet is similar to the red fox's diet. Arctic foxes eat rodents, hares, and small birds. Arctic foxes live on Arctic tundras at the edge of forests. The scientific name for Arctic foxes is Vulpes legipus. Fun fact, there are 5 subspecies that live in the Arctic Circle. That's a lot of subspecies. Yeah, I guess it is, yeah. Arctic fox in winter, left. And Arctic fox in summer, right. Oh, wait! Oh my god, these are so cute. Look how cute he is! Look at him! Fennec foxes. Fennec foxes are small foxes that look just adorable. Fennec foxes eat lizards, insects, and rodents. They live in North Africa deserts. Do they actually? Why do I think these things were like from Mexico? Because they look like chihuahuas. Wait, is that like canine like racist? And are nocturnal to stay cool. The scientific name for the fennec fox is Vulpes zerda. Fun fact, the fennec fox is the smallest fox in the world, weighing 2.2 pounds on average and has a height of 8 inches as an adult. Aw, he's so cute. Gray foxes. Gray foxes have an unusual scientific name for a fox. This name does not include vulpes, like most foxes. The scientific name for a gray fox is Eurocyon cinero argenteus. These foxes' diets are similar to the Arctic fox's diets. Gray foxes eat rodents and eastern cottontails. Gray foxes come from at least 12 different countries, including Canada, South American countries, and the United States. Their habitats are woodlands, like the red fox. Fun fact, gray foxes are the only known species of fox to climb trees. They also hunt and sleep in trees. That's cool. Other links. For more info, try these. I did that for fun, I'm not even joking. There was no school project attached to this. What should we go through next? This was crazy. This was actually insane, okay? Top secret, guys. It's top secret. Guys, you think this is like a top secret thing? I don't think we should be looking at this. All right. Thunderbolt crew. So what is the Thunderbolt crew? We're gonna find out because this is the introduction. Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm an agent of the Thunderbolt crew, and we are trying to help kids get rid of mean adults. Do you have a problem with adults that yell at you for making poor choices by mistake? Well, your childhood, that's the wrong year, is not over. Well, I'd hope not. The Thunderbolt crew is coming to the rescue. What is the TBC? The Thunderbolt crew, and Abby, Tamara, Leanna, Brooke, Casey, and Gabby are allowed only, can be in the group only, and if someone enters without being trustworthy, they will get in trouble. Everything here is a secret to us. Okay, I get everything here is a secret, but like, you didn't answer the question. We need to get back in the grove. We meant groove. Groove of spying. We need to spy on Snickers so we can see what they're planning. That's the wrong there. And or bad. What? But sometimes it doesn't work out. But that's okay because at least we're still together. And when we work together, nothing can stop us. That's like really empowering, but like what the fuck are you talking about? Rules. No one gets fired unless they want to quit. No one says bad words. Fuck! Protest peacefully. Tell on others who break. Break what? We stick together. And no talking to mean Snickers. Hey, can you figure out the secret code? Go to the next slide for more info about this. All right, so we have secret codes, guys, because as you might have heard, we've been using some weird language in here. And not just like, you know, us being grammatically incorrect. No, we have actual code words up in this bitch. Okay, hold on. Smarty means nice teacher. Skittle, between Snicker or Smarty. And a Snicker, I don't like that I keep having to say this word. It doesn't sound good. Yeah, Snicker means mean teacher. Okay, so keep that in mind. Dude, I forgot that the reason why a mean teacher is called a Snicker is because I have a peanut allergy. So I don't really like Snickers. The friendship group, TBC. Ween. I didn't come up with that one. I came up with like most of these because I'm awesome, but I don't know what the deal with this is. Bluetooth, to tell the secret. Dear is Jim, because that was like the first few letters of our gym teacher's name. Pastel is art. Spanny is world language. Okay, that's fucking stupid. Alice is computer, because it's like, our computer class was called Atlas. For some reason, I don't even fucking know why. I think it stood for something. But, yeah, so we just decided to take one letter out of that. Potion. We meant potion. Is science and mail. Secret notes. That's kind of clever, actually. Lightning Chief, Abigail. That's me. Pinky Flora, Tamara. Alright, let me tell you something. Pink was my favorite color. And Flora was the name of my favorite stuffed animal. This fucking leech took that from me. Like, I was like the leader of the group for some reason. I don't know why, but this bitch was like, yeah, I'm gonna make my code name the things that you really like, because I'm so unique, and these are actually my things. Like, I'm gonna get you. Anyways, Rosie is Brooke. Spy under the table. Okay, so this is how we spy. So we run fast. So we grab a clipboard and paper and Sharpie, and we look at the teacher's computer and write it down, and we copy it down and we put it in our Bob binder. That's how we spy. In 3rd grade, we had this binder, and they called it a big old binder. So it would be called Bob, because that was really funny. But anyways, I don't know what the fuck we were trying to accomplish. Okay, well, I do. We were like, we're trying to take down all the bad teachers, all the mean little teachers who fucking suck. Like, okay, that's great, but like, is this how we're doing it? We're just reading their mundane ass emails that are like, I don't know what fucking emails look like, bro. Probably some lame ass shit though. Also, we couldn't even read that well, so like, what? We really act like we're playing around under the table, but we are just spying on the teachers. So yeah, we all together. The pleased of our flag. What? We need to team up on the Snickers, and fast because there are more coming, and less Smarties because Smarties are becoming Snickers. So now we need to stop becoming Snicker, and now. What is going on? Our 2017 pick. It is! When I grow up, I want to be the mayor because I want no more mean Snickers to ruin childhood. Oh, that's it. That's all of the slides. This is so funny. Hold on. I took this shit seriously too. Okay. So, this is like my binder of like all of our Thunderbolt crew shit. We got the Pledge of Thunder. Whoa, Thunder. I'm kidding. I pledge to keep all info secret. I pledge to not cooperate with mean teachers and to protest peacefully, no matter what the situation. Guys, we do not incite violence. The Thunderbolt crew is many things, but violent is not one of them. Okay, we got this. We got a manifesto in here. It's called Laws of Children. The laws of children are very strict to adults. All you have to do is follow them and you'll be safe. My handwriting was so good in 3rd grade. Like, to the TVC, we have classified these laws as under severe to all adults and their underestimation of children of all ages. Okay, basically the whole thing was that I didn't like being told what to do, and I didn't like when people yelled at me. So I made a whole club around that, actually. If they do not accept our terms and conditions, then we will strictly... I was honestly kind of good at spelling. We will strictly declare revenge in favor of the TBC defense agency. What the fuck is going on? Alright. Laws/criminal codes. Recess is the time we get to do what we want. Sophistication matters to us. Bus drivers drive, not talk. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. Okay, it was because I had this bus driver who was like big Trump supporter, and he would just keep spouting his like conservative shit to us, and also he would just generally be annoying. Anyways, we depend on social skills, so don't butt into our conversations and be so inconsiderate. Fines. What the fuck? We're fining people. All rules. You will be added to the TBC's mean adult list and will remain a target for TBC's defense agency until you become a member of the nice adult list. Until then, you are the main target of lecture meetings, spying, hacking, what are we doing? And much more things that may offend you. So please don't break the laws of children. Thank you to all. What am I going on about? Alright, hold on. We have more. Welcome to the TBC. Members only. How it started. Want to know how this all started? Well, here are the answers to that particular topic. It all started in the summer and fall of 2016 when me, Tamara, and Gabby were climbing all about the playground at recess. But then, all of a sudden, when we were climbing up the slide, a teacher yelled at us. We quickly hid behind the rock wall, but then we noticed something in our hearts. We had to stick up for ourselves. Okay, yeah, I get that, but like, low-key, I think the teacher just doesn't want to get sued for negligence. So, I don't know, man. I'm being so serious. I take this shit seriously. We have a pie chart, dude. We got Pac-Man here. That's how many, the orange is how many, like, teachers I did not fuck with at all. And then this is the percentage of teachers that I fucked with. Okay, for each grade that I was in, I have like I have meters for how I felt about each teacher. I'm being so dead ass. That's crazy. Okay, we have the code words. We have a map. We have the map of the classroom up in here. This looks like I'm gonna plan a school, but I'm good, guys. I don't think I'll do that. Alright, yeah, well, that was crazy. Let's go Abigail. I know I made that when I was very young. I'm gonna put this in slideshow mode, okay? This shit's serious. Abigail by You'll Never Guess. Abigail. Hi. Hi to me. Hi to you. Hi to everyone. Oh, and hi. This slide is about me. So apparently that's me there. I didn't draw that. And also I didn't look like that either. So that's interesting. So enjoy the show. Profile. All right, that's just my personal information. Some of it. All right, description. Small in height. Wears glasses. Usually wearing pink. skinny, and width. The rest is secret. I don't want to sing this. But I wrote a song. I know how it goes, but I'm not going to sing this. See, I can write a song. See, well, okay, I never mentioned a song, but hey, I wrote a song, so you might as well sing along. I'm good, dude. Wait, what? You don't even know the tune? Well, y'all better figure it out. Well, just try, okay? Okay. What is blood waffling about? And what's with all these, like, random ass anime, like, OCs or whatever? Real facts. Okay, I like to be small. I think God cursed me, okay? I really embraced being small and, like, short and whatever when I was younger, and I was really cringe about it. And now I'm still small and upset about it, so that's great. I like pink, I like foxes, I like to be a nerd. I am shy. I have no real friends because people these days are weird. I like how I was like, everyone's fucking weird. I think if everyone else is weird, I think you might be the like odd one out in that scenario. But whatever. I can't be like others. I am Abigail. Best part. Okay, now for the best part. I can't guarantee it's the last part, but it's the best. Okay, now for the countdown. Oh, fuck. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that's beautiful, guys. I didn't draw that, but, this was my wallpaper for, like, a good year, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how long is my wallpaper, but I do like Alolan Vulpix. It honestly might still be... Honestly, yeah, one of my favorite Pokemon even still. So, Aftershocks. OMG, that was the best picture ever. Well, anyway, that was all about me. So, I don't think that's you. I like how each of the little, like, anime avatars that are supposed to be me, like, their features, like, start looking less and less like mine. Thanks for reading. Bye. The end. Bye. Okay. This was, like, middle school. I don't remember what this was for necessarily, but we'll go with it. Alright, Abby Knight. Yep, that's my name. When was this from? 2022? That was 4 years ago? So I was in like 8th grade, maybe? What class was this even for? I think it was like computer class. My favorite music. I like classic rock and alternative indie rock. Yeah, me too, man. These are some music people I really like, period. My favorite concert. I went to see Paul McCartney and it was really cool. But now my parents are in crippling debt. Real as fuck. That's me at the Paul McCartney concert. My favorite book. I like The Outsiders because it's one of the only books I remember reading. My favorite food. I like waffles, specifically the Eggo ones. Yeah, no, I hate when they'd ask me like my favorite food. Cause like, I would overthink it, like, and like... I don't know, it changes like all the time. Like, I think I was just really obsessed with waffles when I made this, so. My favorite restaurant. My favorite restaurant is Yard House because the fries are so good. But I haven't been there in 5 years because I'm poor. That's real as hell. My favorite sport to watch. I really like watching basketball. I don't know why, but I just hate every other sport. Except for ice hockey! Because I think it's really funny when they hit each other with sticks. So they actually... I guess I do. Like, okay, when I was a kid, I used to think that they would like sword fight with the sticks. That's not allowed. But I mean, there's a lot of things in hockey that aren't allowed that they still do anyways. I don't really watch basketball anymore, but I'd be open to it. I still think it's a good sport. I just, you know, it's hard to keep up during hockey season, I guess. Okay, well, there's the WNBA. I'll definitely start watching that more. Where I would go for vacation. I would like to go to California because that's where all of my family lives. But I haven't been there in 7 years, so that sucks. Hobbies. Listening to music, drawing, playing guitar occasionally. You know, I really liked my 8th grade self. She was honestly a vibe. Abby's Little Ranch. I made this during the pandemic because I was bored. Abby's Little Ranch. Yay! Hypothetical farm layout. The farmhouse place thing. Ooh. Small fancy pond. Big pond. My hypothetical animals and their names. Call ducks. Webby and Lena. Aha! Because it's like from DuckTales. Valet Blacknose. Sean the sheep. Miniature pony. Pablo. Miniature horse. I guess, Silky. Agnes. Alpacas. Reese and Cyrus. Oh, like from Animal Crossing. That's cute. Donkey. Julio. Russian blue. Raymond. Oh, like from Animal Crossing. A beagle. Bagel. Peak. Lop rabbit. Molly. Goat. Maurice. What? That's so awesome. All right, that's the end of that slideshow. That's so awesome. All right, this one's titled Power Character List. I think I made this like when I was really young. I think 2018. Damn. All right, what's going on with this? Power Character List. Joy. Joy is a kind fox and has the power of sun and light. She always tries... That's a great drawing. Ooh. She always tries to be perfect like Storm, but always messes up. And despite of a constant rivalry... A rivalry? Like... a hated one. And despite of a constant rivalry with Storm, Joy is an adventurous girl that is sometimes shy and is known as the girl with the wind in her hair. Awesome. Storm. Storm is a sassy cat that is very... I don't have a drawing of her apparently. Storm is a sassy cat that is very secretive and can even stand up to a teacher when she's angry. Oh my god! I like how that was the pinnacle of strength when I was a kid. Cause like I was like the biggest people pleaser of all time. Like if a teacher was upset with me, I'd get like so anxious. Storm is always against the light of the sun and Joy with the darkness of the moon. Not much else is known about her due to her secretivity. That's a really awesome loophole for me not being able to develop characters properly. Like, oh, we don't know how she is. Totally, cause I don't know how she is either, even though I fucking made her up. Like, what? I, kind of want to make Yuri of these two. But I'm gonna deal with that later. And deal with it later I did. I don't fuck around. Let's go to this John Rutledge slideshow. Alright. This is my presentation about John Rutledge, alright? John Rutledge was a former governor of South Carolina and participated in the Continental Congress. He strongly believed that slavery was good for every state, especially considering that he owned 5 plantations and 240 slaves himself. Ironically, when he threw himself into the Boston Harbor in an attempt to off himself after a political dispute, 2 slaves saved him from drowning. He also believed in a strong central government, therefore he supported the Constitution. Furthermore, he supported a Bill of Rights. He died in 1800 at the age of 60. I had to present that in front of the class, by the way. Why did I talk about his attempt? His allies. Alexander Hamilton was a founding father of the U.S. He created a financial system for America and wrote 51 of the 85 essays for the Federalist Papers. He is one of Rutledge's allies because he believed in an equal representation among states and thought common people should not be involved in government. It was George Mason. He was one of the 3 delegates who didn't sign the Constitution. He has a decent ally because he supported a Bill of Rights and slavery. Alright, cute. I think this is a moment. This is a moment for sure. Well, I hope you enjoyed reminiscing with me. This has been such a transitional point in my life, Just like a lot of things happening at once, I'm really growing up. Goodbye. What the fuck? How do you have all that shit on your, car, dude? Shut up. co-pilot. Dude, that's my highest speed! Dude, 100 accuracy too? Dude, that's my best run I've ever had. Like, genuinely.